Okay guys, we're headed to Ryan's Diesel Service right now. We're gonna go ahead and check out that frame. Really excited, very pumped. We got a lot of other stuff going on the channel as well. We're gonna be building the Victory Max. So excited. So let's go ahead and get there. All right guys, so we're almost at the shop. I'm gonna go ahead and take old Wife Max off the trailer back here. The reason why I have this truck here is because Mark at Kodiak Truck, we're gonna be working on the 4-wheel drive because it is a manual floor shift and we need the electronic wiring harness in order to actuate that. So that's why I'm taking this truck with me. So we're almost there guys. I'm gonna go ahead and take this truck off the trailer and then we're headed to the paint shop at S&S in Mukwonago in Wisconsin. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm gonna show you guys the progress on the Victory Max. Man, I'm so excited to show you guys this. It is a rusty, dusty piece of equipment that should belong in a scrapyard. And we're gonna make this thing look brand new again. Stay tuned. All right, so I parked the truck, hitting the ground running. We're gonna be taking an egg. We got Mark's Duramax dually right here. But yes, definitely worth making the 6-hour trip across state lines to get all this knocked out because there's so much to do. So let's go ahead and head down there, show you guys what's going on. Introduce you back to Robert, the owner of this place. He's been doing this for many years and he just does such a great job. So make sure you guys check them out. I'll leave his address and all that stuff in the description below. But they actually do rust repair. Usually they just like to take panels off and put panels on, but these guys actually do rockers, cab corners. They do the work, so huge shout out to those guys. But on a separate note, with old Red and the Wife Max on the 14K trailer, the 6-hour drive was actually 6 hours and 40 something minutes, but it ran really well. I do need airbags, of course. It is squatting some in the back, but I didn't have a single issue. My overall MPG was about 13 to 14. It really depends. It was kind of hilly on the spots that I was going through, but really it was about 13 and a half MPG hauling that trailer. I'd say combined weight with the truck plus the trailer, it was about 10,500 pounds or so, maybe 11,000 pounds. So not too bad, but you know, 13 and a half miles per gallon. It's not too bad. I don't think so anyways. But when I'm not, I've seen as high as 23 MPG without a trailer on that truck with the, you know, with all the modifications that's been done to that thing. So, all right guys, let's go ahead and get there. I'm excited. We'll see what happens and then stay tuned till the end of the video to see the finished product. Here we are. Man, I can't wait to see this thing in all its glory.
It's going to be awesome.
All right, here we are. Oh, there's the Raptor stuff.
This is a tintable bed liner. You get 4 quarts, the hardener, and you actually mix whatever color you want right into here along with the hardener, and if you can kind of see in there, it'll turn the bed liner whatever color you tint it. So we did the bottoms of the doors and the rocker panels with the tintable bed liner, and now we're going to be using some UTEC single stage to paint everything, and that's the same paint I used to tint the Raptor, and that's the same paint that's going to go on the exterior of the vehicle. And I got a spray gun loaded up, ready to go.
So far, what have you actually gotten done on the truck?
Well, all the metal work is done, all the replacement of rocker panels, cab corners, any of the patches on the bottom of the doors. Body work is all done. Everything's been primed, blocked out. All the sprayable bed liners done on the bottom of the doors and the rockers. And everything has a coat of sealer on it where it's needed, and we are ready for paint. Everything's waxed and greased, tacked off, ready to spray. So by the end of the day, we'll have the cab, all 4 doors, and both brand new front fenders done. And then in the next booth load, we'll do the hood, and we're going to red out the door handles and mirrors, and then we're going to get to working on the pickup box.
Now this is going to be a couple days out, but I'm going to actually include all of this right here in this video right here, so I'm not going to stretch this one out. But unfortunately, it's going to be another video because at that point we're going to be putting the truck on the frame and ready for startup. Hopefully you could be there, Robert.
I'm hoping to.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I know you're a busy man, but you know, if you can come on down to Ryan's shop, that'd be pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
And then hopefully we can get the nice chrome. Whoops, I just said it. Chrome rims on the red truck, and you know, get it all showcased. So
yeah, absolutely.
Stay in the town or the shop that you're at.
We are in Mukwonago, Wisconsin, just about 30 minutes west of Milwaukee. And if you need to get to our website, it's ssautomotive.pro.
And what's your phone number?
262-968-3324.
All right, awesome. Thanks. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Yeah, I'd say you have a lot done right now.
Absolutely. We are.
Where's the cab at?
Cab is in our other spray booth.
Gotcha. Okay, I keep forgetting you have more spray booths around here.
Yeah. We got our big truck booth, and then this is our spray paint booth. So this is meant for a cleaner finish, and then the cab, because there's not much painting to do on that, we're doing that in the truck booth just so we have the room in here for all the parts.
Yeah, that bed liner turned out really, really nice. Look at that, guys. This truck's gonna last for a very long time. Oh, you're good. I'm surprised that you saved the doors. I'm surprised it wasn't rusted all the way through.
The one door had a couple rot spots in it. I kind of cut out and put some patches in there, so that's the old piece we cut out. And there's the new piece in there before it got welded in.
Oh,
and here's
man.
the other corner of it, and that's it with the new piece welded in there.
That's crazy. Well, that's pretty awesome. So these are going to be just as good as new once we're done with it.
Yep, after we get it all painted, then we're going to be able to put the undercoating product in the bottom and protect those hem flanges and hopefully make it so these things don't rust again and be a good truck for many years for you. So we did a splice right here, and the other splice was right here, and the cab corner I spliced right about here, I think.
And you can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell.
And we got all the factory seams all seam sealed.
Yeah.
With flexible body seam sealer.
Man, you did the frame and you're doing the truck.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting you to do the frame.
Bonus. The only unexpected thing is there was a couple rot holes right here that I sandblasted, I fiberglassed, and when we go to paint the underside of the cab, we'll finish sanding that out and paint that.
Perfect. And we're gonna do that once the truck is ready to get down on the body.
Yeah, we'll get it off the cart, we'll get it on a hoist, and we'll scuff up the bottom side of it, get it all cleaned up, and put a nice coat of black on it.
Let's get to work, guys. Videoing in there's, I had to leave.
Hey, it's a little heavy in there sometimes.
Oh, I can actually feel my skin all sticky.
Yeah.
You don't even have your sleeve. Oh, you do this all the time, right?
Yeah.
You're just covered in paint.
That's
Awesome.
not wax on his mustache. That's overspray.
That's just overspray. It stays that way.
That's like, what, would you say 6-8 months worth of overspray?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the way to do it.
Well, if you ever want lunch, you know. I really like the bed line with the red. It's just, man, it looks so amazing.
And it's protected. That's the best thing. It looks nice and it's functional. So,
especially if a guy wants to go off-roading or they live in a state like this or any other northern state that uses salt on roads, it should last. Honestly though, you guys can say whatever you want. I'm not driving this thing in the winter. I'm gonna keep it clean. We did way too much work on this truck to drive it in the winter time. But I know it's a truck, but, or I'll move to Texas or Tennessee.
no matter what time of year you're driving it, you can still get stone chips. And that's the nice thing about the bed liner. It's going to protect against those stone chips.
Definitely.
You know, even if the paint does chip off, you can have that red bed liner underneath, and you're not going to be able to notice them unless know, if you're looking for them.
Definitely. You see that all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we had to come back and bring you to bed.
Perfect. That is a key, critical, important part.
Yeah, it's crazy how clean it is too. Some of you Texas guys are gonna laugh at us, but
This is like gold up here.
yeah, it's like straight up gold.
There ain't a speck of rust or nothing.
It's incredible. Look at that.
Well, I've got some nice comes in age.
You guys. It looks
It's the only
good.
corner that's bad.
Hey, look at this. Even the gate looks nice and clean too.
The gate's a jewel.
Usually the bottoms of these guys, especially right here, and of course right under here and inside here. But
Yep. Yeah, with that hem flange always gets it.
yep.
Fender well.
Oh. There you go.
The power wash the snot out. But yeah, it was just all clay.
So I'd say the only thing wrong with this box here is this little craziness,
Yep.
but that's really not that big of an issue, I don't think.
Yeah,
I know you do this for a living. What do you think?
It'll be a little fun to make. It looks like it's actually missing some metal, but we should be able to make something happen there.
Yeah.
Twisted.
Doesn't even have to be really perfect because once you get it on here, straighten everything out, no one's really gonna tell anyways.
I'll tell. If we gotta paint it, it's not a big deal to paint it after the cab's on. Actually, I'd rather paint it after the cab's on. It's a little more stable.
Sure.
But we'll run it upward. I think it'll... Well, now we're putting the doors on, assembling them. I got the rear doors all set, and then the front doors were just in the middle. We just got those hung, and I got all the undercoating put inside the door. That's gonna keep anything from getting into that flange and keep that nice and rust-free. And then I also put it in the channel right here. And then once it's out of the paint booth here, then we'll put all that same undercoating through the cab corners and in the rockers and all that and get that all protected.
Awesome. This is gonna be so awesome, guys. Check it out. Just a little sneak peek right here. It's gonna be very much protected.
He wants tinted bearings and this type of
Hey guys, so we're back here. Now we did bring the cab to Ryan's diesel service, so that's already there, and you guys already saw the door, so we don't need to reveal that. So I want you to stay tuned once we were able to finally put the cab on the frame and everything's sort of put together, I think. We actually have the hood right here, and I know Robert's working on it right now. We'll show you this process, and then once we're done with that, we'll show you guys the box. You didn't actually get a really good close look at that yet, not completely done. We're just doing the prep work. We're doing a few other things to it. And I think you're gonna be pretty surprised on how all this is turning out. It's looking really good.
Right now we're just doing some paint correction. So we're taking out any dust nibs and imperfections in the paint from the paint process. So this side of the hood, you can see we already got any little dust nibs and whatnot. We've been wet sanding out with 2000 grit. And you just kind of see there's some little bumps and little specks of dust in the paint. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna wet sand those out with 2000. If we had a run or a really big chunk of dirt, you can use a wet sanding stone, or we have this tool here called a FASS tool. It's a piece of tungsten with a really sharp edge on it. And all you do to get rid of a dust nib is the rope is actual, not only is it nice, it keeps it as a necklace so you don't drop it and break it, because this little piece is like around $70. It lays down, that rope provides the angle, and you just rub it over any dust nibs or chunks of dirt to get rid of them. It's kind of probably hard to see with the camera and
That
whatnot.
looks really tedious, that process right there.
Yeah, but if you got any big chunks, this will level them out. You hit it with a little bit of 2000 grit, polish it, and it'll look like glass then.
You guys, that's exactly why I always say that bodywork isn't really just a mechanical aspect. It's more, in my opinion, as an art. It's something that you really have to master. It's almost to the point where it's almost like you're gifted in that aspect. Everyone, I believe, is born with some sort of natural talent, like a God-given talent. And stuff like that, in my opinion, is something that's almost to the point where you're gifted. I've done both bodywork multiple times on the channel. You guys have seen that. In the process, I've completely messed it up, and I continue to keep attacking it. But you know what? Maybe one day I might get good at it. Who knows? Again, he's wet sanding right now. He's just trying to make sure everything looks good. And we'll go ahead and walk in the paint booth and get you guys to the bed and where we're at in the process.
Cross members were beautiful. It took a power washing. We scuffed it up and painted it basically. There's no rust above the wheel wells that's starting or whatnot. We're still going to put that undercoating throughout here after it's painted. There was one corner of the box that was ripped off. Not this corner, must have been the other side.
I believe. Did a really good job. You can't even tell.
So we got that, right there.
Oh yeah.
So it was, this whole corner was torn off from who knows what. So we welded that back on, body worked it, got that in primer, and we got the whole underside painted to match the bottom of the cab and the frame. And then we're going to carry on that red tinted Raptor bed liner all through here. And then actually we're going to do the top rails, probably right around here with the red Raptor liner. And then on the inside of the bed, we're going to do a black spray and bed liner. And then, of course, the whole bed will be the Victory red to match along with the tailgate.
Matter of fact, where is that thing? I know you said you told me about it, but I haven't actually seen it yet.
What's that?
The insulator for the hood.
Oh, you remember your insulator that was all ratty and torn up and whatnot? And we're like, oh, do we get a new one? Do we throw this one on there? What do we do?
Yes.
Well, I'm trying something new, and hopefully it works out. Going along with the theme of the Victory Max,
No way.
I upholstered it, tore off all the old fabric, glued on this new flag Victory print, and then I put about 4 coats of clear on it, so that if any like oil or whatnot does get on it from the engine, should be able to wipe it off.
This is gonna look so awesome. It's gonna match the motor and everything. Great job, man.
Awesome,
Wow.
Appreciate it. So definitely keep me posted how this holds up. This is my first time doing it, and maybe this is something that we can offer people in the future if it works out. Give it a little bit of that custom touch under the hood.
I'm blown away, man. I'm speechless. That looks awesome.
Hell yeah.
Great job. We're back here at Ryan's Diesel Service. We got Robert here. He brought his tools and equipment. Basically what he's doing right now is he's just getting everything polished. I just can't wait to see it when it's on the truck with it matching the engine bay.
Yeah.
It'll look really sweet.
That is gonna look killer.
You know, surprisingly, with the amount of miles this truck has on it, that is still in good shape as far as the integrity of the actual, I guess, foam.
Yeah,
to
the
it.
backer board and the foam was all in good shape. It was just that felt they had on there that was ripping up and looking nasty.
Also have the fender right here. He's still doing some stuff with that, looking good. And that, my friend, is the old fender.
Right now we're going to be putting this seal out product, and I know a lot of you have been asking what that yellow stuff is. And the seal out company, they make this product. They also make stuff that's black that you spray out of a Schütz gun for panels, but this stuff is meant to go in crevices, in rails and whatnot. And you see it's kind of a thicker consistency, and it'll dry out a little bit, but it'll pretty much stay like a toothpaste consistency once it dries a little bit. This stuff will actually crawl and creep and soak into the metal and other surfaces a little bit. And this company, they also make this special gun, or they modify a gun to spray this stuff. Where you can all get it, I can't say. We get it through our local paint supplier. I think this is a pretty local company in the Midwest. They don't really go out all that far, but you can obviously do some research online and see where you can get it all from. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get down into the crevices and all that. So I'm gonna stick this guy way down in here. You gotta see how it sprays out. And you definitely want to do this after all the paint work has been done, because it will cause some fish eyes in the paint not to stick. The good thing about it is if you're gonna have painted surface, you can take a rag or whatever, it'll wipe right off. It's not gonna hurt anything.
Of course, we just did the hood. We flipped that over, showed you guys that. We're really, really excited. Now that we're here at the shop, and they're gonna continue to help us plug away at getting this thing done. Robert, can't thank you enough, dude.
Oh, not
Seriously.
a problem.
You're really killing it. And again, I told you guys this in the beginning of the video, but I highly encourage you to check out S&S Automotive. It's just so cool, and I really mean that, because there's not a lot of body shops out there that have the integrity and the willingness to be able to help out others. And not only that, they do a tremendous job. So definitely reach out to those guys. I will leave all their information in the description below, especially for some of you locals or anybody that would be willing to travel all the way up here to the great state of Wisconsin. So that's all the time that I have for today. I know that you're going to be helping us put the Victory Max together as well. Not only are you going to be the body guy, but you're going to be the mechanic. You're going to be the whatever else.
Jumping wherever needed.
The camera guy, you know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
A nice team effort.
Definitely, yeah. I think when we're all done with this, we were just talking, I think everyone that had a hand in this, we're actually going to sign like the firewall of the truck or something like that. It'd be kind of cool, you know, just sort of personalize it a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
One thing I can quick point out is the front of the hood was rusty, so we even took that yellow seal out and blew it up in this flange so that we can keep this hood alive for a long time also.
Yeah, and you said that stuff's not going to ever go away. It's just, it's going to keep it nice and
cool.
cool.
If you do have to drive your truck during the winter, it is nice to maybe come every couple of years and retouch it up, make sure it's there, but that stuff will stay there for a long time. Okay
guys, we're going to keep moving. As a matter of fact, this is our day off from work and we're here. But all right, thank you so much. Stay tuned for another video on the Victory Max. Thanks.